What about the topic of aliens? There's a great interest in the subject of alien life forms and UFOs. There have been multiple movies that have captivated our imaginations. The opening of Star Trek has forged its place as a part of our culture. Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission: to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before. Who hasn't been captivated by such words? The subject is not simply relegated to the realm of science fiction. The U.S. Department of Defense announced a UFO task force at the end of 2021. UFOs are now officially referred to as unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs. What are we to believe? As Christians, how should we view this interest in the possibility of alien life from distant planets? Can we take a theological position, one based on biblical truth and not mere sensational speculation? Well, this we know. We have a Creator who created all things out of nothing in the space of 6 days. Genesis 1 gives us the full account. And in verse 1, it tells us that there was a beginning when there was nothing in existence but God. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And the entire 6 days are described in relation to the earth. God created a mature universe, meaning stars were created with their light already shining upon the earth. The earth doesn't need to be billions and billions of years old. And we're told why God created the heavenly bodies. In verses 14 and 15 of Genesis 1, then God said, "Let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night. Let them be for signs and for seasons, for days and years. Let them be for lights in the expanse of the heavens to give light on the earth." And it was so. Everything was created relative to the earth. Why is this? Well, it's because God's grand plan of creation revolved around the earth. Of all the creatures that God created, man alone has been created to bear God's image. But man fell into sin, and this sin impacted the entire universe. Of all creation has fallen under the curse of God. For we know that, Romans 8:22, for we know that the whole creation groans and suffers the pains of childbirth together until now. Well, at the risk of speculation, if there were life forms outside the earth, they would be corrupted by sin and under the judgment of God. But let's continue considering God's purpose. Looking upon fallen humanity, God chose to redeem a people for himself, a people he would love and adopt as his own. He has also ordained that his Son, Jesus Christ, would take upon himself human flesh in order to save his elect people. From all eternity, God determined to send Jesus Christ to save his people from their sin. Jesus did not take the flesh of aliens a billion light years away. He came to earth and was born as a human being. God created with the purpose of creating man. Human beings were the grand finale of God's creation. We read in Genesis 1:26, then God said, "Let us make man in our image according to our likeness." So, are there aliens? Well, human beings are fully aware of the existence of God, but in their sinful condition they deny it and suppress it, yet they cannot escape the reality of God. They know there is something else. They know there is more. This explains the fascination with angels or even the demonic world, and it explains the fascination with alien life forms. They're searching for something beyond this world, but they're looking apart from God. In a world without design, without purpose, where we exist by mere chance, where we are nothing more than grown-up germs, why not suppose the existence of aliens from outer space and guardians of the galaxy? But there is nothing in God's revealed purpose that makes room for intelligent beings from outer space. You may counter, but can't God do whatever he wants to do? The argument isn't what can God do, but what has he done? He has created man in his image and personally came to become like us in order to save us. And Jesus Christ will return to receive us and bring us into glory. Aliens really have no place in this grand design.